Welcome everyone to the Daily Slab for Thursday, January 26, 2023. I'm Nate, and I'm here with your sports card rundown. If you like this video, please click the like and the subscribe button. Helps us get this video out to more card collectors like yourselves. Alright, first up today we have our trender, and it had been over 900 days, 2.5 seasons, since defensive stalwart Jonathan Isaac last played a basketball game. In fact, it had been so long, the Magic's leading scorers in points, their top three, in Franz Wagner, Bol, and Paulo Banchero, were either not on the Magic or not in the NBA the last time he played a game back in August of 2020. That's how long ago Jonathan Isaac has been out, but he is back. He is ready to bring his defense and scoring potential to the NBA. Last time we saw him play back in 2020, he was averaging 11 points. He had a career-high shooting percentage. He was shooting like 35% from three, and now that comes back. He's 25 now, so it's been a long road, but I'm excited for him. I'm excited to see what he can do. He's 6'10", Banchero's 6'10", Franz Wagner is 6'9", 6'10", Bol is 7'2". They've got a lot of interesting pieces there to fit together, and I'm curious to see what the Magic can do with him. But I know this, he's a very good player, and he will help the Magic win. They haven't been very good for a long time, but putting good players on the floor always helps, and Jonathan Isaac is a good player, and his card market is moving because of his return. You're looking at just 1 month here. Just 1 month from December 27th to January 23rd, his Prism Silver PSA 10 is up $18, up 44%. Not a ton in the long range scheme of things, but up 44% in 1 month just coming back from injury. That's pretty cool. And if he can continue where he left off 2.5 seasons ago, I'm hoping it can move up from there. But however it goes for him, I'm excited to see what the Magic do with those supersized lineups I'm hoping they put out there. Should be a ton of fun down in Orlando. All right, let's move on to Trivia Thursday, and I've got a question for you today that we are going to answer at the end of the show. Who is the only coach in NFL history to win 10 playoff games with 2 different teams? Not easy to do, winning 10 playoff games by itself, and yet this guy has won 10 playoff games with 2 different teams. Who is that coach? I will give you the answer at the end of the video. All right, moving on to our post of the day, and this was from SlabStox. It's Aaron made a reel on it, and it is originally from Bob's Sports Cards, and he pulled a sweet Babe Ruth triple relic auto, cut auto. I'm not sure if it was a 101 or not, but it looks amazing. A booklet. Super cool. One minor issue. You know what that minor issue was? It's not Babe Ruth's auto. It's George Brett. There was a George Brett card, numbered to 49, that was apparently pulled that had a Babe Ruth auto in it. This, on the other hand, triple relic George Brett auto with a picture of Babe Ruth in the booklet. One of those things that can't be that many Babe Ruth autos left. He's been passed away for quite a while. For Panini to take a Babe Ruth auto and misplace it and put it in a George Brett card, and then take a George Brett auto and put it in a Babe Ruth card, probably one of the cards that's going to be the hit of the product, that's embarrassing. That's embarrassing for Panini, and they keep getting away with it. Constantly. Just trash quality control after trash quality control from Panini, and yet people buy their products, and the beat keeps going on, and this is just going to get brushed under the rug. Nobody's going to remember it in a couple weeks, and they're going to keep buying Panini products, and who knows if this will even get corrected. But for me, I don't know. I don't really buy a lot of Panini products as a baseball guy myself, but I've seen a lot of Prism on the shelves in the last couple months for specifically basketball, and I've passed it up every single time despite not having been able to buy Prism retail for the last couple of years. I've passed up Select, I've passed up Optic, and it's not necessarily that I hate the sports or anything, because I love basketball, I love football, and some of the young players are very exciting. Getting a Cade Cunningham card or Scotty Barnes or whatever, that's a fun opportunity. But the thought is Panini's been so bad with quality control, with putting parallels in retail and stuff, that it's just not worth the rip. If your best card's going to come out damaged, why even buy it in the first place? And that was my thought process, and I've been avoiding Panini ever since. And just seeing this, where, you know, there's mistakes, there's quality control issues, and then there is putting a Babe Ruth auto in a George Brett card and a George Brett auto in a Babe Ruth card. How do you mix that one up? How is it even possible that you can end up with a Babe Ruth auto in somebody else's card than Babe Ruth? It's iconic. They made a whole movie, The Sandlot, about a Babe Ruth signed baseball. And yet, Panini somehow manages to find a way to put a Babe Ruth auto in a different card and a George Brett card in a Babe Ruth card. Sometimes the stories write themselves. Panini, I ain't buying from them anymore. And if you want them to change, I would suggest not buying from them either until they get this figured out. All right, let's move on to something a little bit more jovial than talking about Panini. And that is the answer to the trivia question. And the question was, who is the only coach in NFL history to win 10-plus playoff games with two different teams? And the answer, or at least 10 playoff games with two different teams, and the answer is Andy Reid, after he just won his 10th playoff game with the Chiefs, and of course he won 10 playoff games with the Eagles and Donovan McNabb back in the day, Terrell Owens, those guys. Andy Reid, one of the best coaches, comes from the Mike Holmgren tree. And he was an assistant coach in Green Bay. And I bring that up because I saw this, and I thought this was very interesting. You can see this tweet here from Alex Perdholm. And just a little tidbit into Andy Reid's time in Green Bay I thought was funny. He won a June Dairy Day, whatever that is, whatever city that is, the June Dairy Day milk drinking contest by drinking 29 double shots of milk. I can feel my stomach hurting just from reading that sentence. Just crazy that Andy Reid drank that much milk, and he hasn't changed since. Love the guy, and what a great coach, what a great career, and maybe, who knows, he might add another Super Bowl to that career this year. All right, that is all the time we have today, so thank you everyone for watching the Daily Slab, and I will talk to you all on Friday for the next Daily Slab. See you, everyone.